With the myriad of phone cases for the Galaxy Note 3, it's almost impossible to figure out which case would work best. That's why here at Lazy Tech Guys we've narrowed it down to two. Either the Belkin Shield Sheer Case or the Seidio Surface Case. Which one do we like? Find out next. I'm Tony Hannity's, and I might be a Time Lord. Alright, so let's take a look at these two cases here. We've got the Belkin Shield Sheer Case and the Seidio Surface Case. Now right off the bat, the two of them are just your standard rear facing cases. There's no flip, there's no window, there's no hinges, it's just as is. The Surface Case is a two-piecer, but aside from that, your first impression is they're both going to do the exact same thing. So let's focus on the Belkin one at the moment. So the Shield Sheer Case is, like I said, a single piece of polycarbonate, and it leaves all the major orifices and buttons open to the elements. So with the phone in there, it's actually very easy to get phone in there, but it doesn't come out. It's very well gripped. It has a matte finish. So the downside with that, you see all your fingerprints. But if you don't mind that, then you'll be okay. But if you're going to go with this case, I'd say maybe get a lighter color. I do believe it comes in white. But then when you're using things like your camera, or if you're using it to, with your USB 3.0 charger or what have you, everything is easily accessible. And even the S Pen you can get either just with a fingertip or your nail, what have you. So that would be the Belkin Shield Sheer Case. It's very low profile. I would say, if you wanted to have some sort of protection on your phone, but didn't want to add too much bulk, this would be perfect for that. However, for some people, there's just not enough protection for the case. So the next one, which obviously is the Seidio Surface cover. So as you know, the Seidio Surface Case is a two-piecer. Without the phone, it's actually quite flimsy, but with the phone in there, it's very, very sturdy. You'll also notice that with the two-piece, it's much thicker than the Belkin case. And whereas the Belkin case leaves the elements open on the top and on the bottom, that could be a good or bad thing. But again, if you're hard on your phone, that just leaves it open to a vast amount of possible disasters. So the nice thing about the Seidio case is even though it actually encloses the whole phone all the way around the side, you can still access things like the microphone, the speaker phone, the headphone jack, the extra microphone, everything, and obviously the S Pen. Now the one thing about this too is that because it is a little bit bigger, it also is a little bit heavier. So it should be known that if you're going to put this in your pocket, be aware that it's going to add a little bit extra bulk to your pocket. Now finally, with the Seidio case, the one hidden gem, if you will, would be behind the logo. Where it says Seidio, it's actually a kickstand. So if you're going to watch movies or read a book in landscape mode, this is a really nice feature, especially these days since we've all kind of gone cord cutting and watching a lot of our shows on our phones or tablets. But specifically with the Galaxy Note 3 with the 6-inch screen, it makes sense to have a handy kickstand, if you will. Although that the cutouts for the headphone jack and the other USB 3.0 are very thin, it actually doesn't hinder any problems or doesn't cause any problems for that. You can plug in any headphone jack or rather any headphone without having any issues. See? So between the two, which one do we like? I'm going to have to go with the Seidio case. The fact that it is very durable and it has that integrated kickstand, which is a real lifesaver, especially when I do want to watch movies, not just for me, but for my kids as well. It really saves you having to hold the phone. You could just put it on a desk anywhere that you are and just hope no one swipes it, but makes you hands free. The other thing too, even though it's a little bit thicker, a little bit bulkier in the pocket, If you did want to take the case off, it's actually fairly simple. You just press the lower end of the case and then just release, and voila, you're done. So yeah, I would lean more towards Seidio on this particular case for just a rear back cover. So if you have any questions, comments, or if you disagree with what I have to say, go ahead and leave that in the comments section below. We'll be reporting back to that in the near future. And if you have any other requests, reviews that you'd like us to take a look at, let me know. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and we will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.